Hello. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to a tutorial on how to set up an RTMP server for live streaming. Currently, Oracle is allowing people to make free accounts for 60 days. This is currently the best free way to do it. And then you want to hit for cloud-free mobile, this button. So you want to create a cloud account, compute instances, and then you want to hit create an instance and it'll bring you to this page. What you're doing is you're creating a virtual machine, a remote server, and it's going to ask you a bunch of questions, but what's important is that you change to Ubuntu. So I'm going to hit 22.04. I'm just going to make an Intel. You want at least one core and then more than 1 GB of memory. Hit create cloud network. Same thing here, create a public subnet, hitting next, and then you hit create. Note of this public IP address because this is how you will connect to it via git bash. If you don't know what git bash is, I have no idea how you're watching this, but just go download git bash. There's a million videos for it. Scroll down to instance details. Try to get into this virtual cloud network, and you're gonna have to pass through like a couple of screens here, but you want to click on subnets because you're trying to configure the firewall rules or the port forwarding rules here. You click on this subnet here, and then you want to go to security, and then click this list here. So yeah, just keep clicking the links and then go to security rules. And then under ingress rules, this thing, you want to add an ingress rule. That ingress rule is going to be a 1935. You want to open this port. And then on source, just put 0.0.0/0, and you click add. And down here, you're going to see it. I know that I have to SSH into it. You do -I to get the key. And then it begins with SSH, and then it's -28 for me. And then you want to say Ubuntu at your username inside of your settings. And you just type yes, paste that in right there. Make sure that you hit enter. And so this is the second command that you paste in. Next, you paste in this command. And if you don't do this, I'm pretty sure it's not going to work. So you basically just sudo nanoed into a new file. You want to copy and paste this information into it. You hit Control-S to save, and you hit Control-X to exit. Next, you want to sudo nano into your nginx config file. So Control-K to cut every single line, and then paste in this. So we're going to enable nginx and start nginx. And you see if it can detect it. Okay, so port 22 is open. That's obvious because by default, that's how we got in. And we got 1935. This is the port that we need our phone to connect to. Sudo nano. Nano is an editing thing, so like you have to edit something. Rules -v4. And if you type this command correctly, you need to copy this line, highlight it with your cursor, and click copy, paste, or you could just type it in manually. And then change this port, --d port to accept 1935. Control-S to save and Control-X to exit. And then you want to type in another command to restore the table. So that way you're like restarting stuff. Well, IP tables, restore, and restore this IP table at this thing. It's the same thing. And if you don't see anything, that means you did it correctly. So now, when we open the port forward tester, we check again. It's now open. Okay. Account settings, and you have to go to this thing right here. Where you want, it's just for the app, but this is pretty important. So you go RTMP, this dot thing, and then you want to type in your public IP address. You can also specify the port if you really want to, and then make sure that it says live like this, but a name in addition to this URL. So when we name it something like, just name it Goldfish, then in OBS we connect to it using this link /Goldfish. That's literally all it is. So we hit save to the go live. So you enable it here, and you hit next. Okay, and you go to media source, and we'll just call this RTMP server, just so you know what it is. And then you want to uncheck local file, and then insert that 143.47-54-2, and then you can also specify the port, and /live, and then /goldfish, because that's what we called it. And hit OK.